If we were born in Ghana, you were Ghanaian. If we were born in Nigeria, you were Ghanaian. If we were born in the Gambia, you were Ghanaian. If you were born in Sierra Leone, you were Ghanaian. Everybody born in Ghana, which was then referred to as the Gold Coast, you were Ghanaian. Or Bono East, Northern Region, Central, can join any of the security forces. Like our brother is now a very big man in the police service.
We have Fulbe that are from Guinea, other countries, Mali, Burkina, Togo, all other countries that are living in Ghana. But we are talking about the indigenous Ghanaian Fulbe that have the right to seek for citizenship rights.
And let's listen to this. Before you can determine that somebody is a Ghanaian, it's not about tribe. It's not about place of birth. It's not about your hometown. It's not about your race. There is absolutely nothing like first-class Ghanaians, second-class Ghanaians. No. A Hausa man, a Fulani, a Wangara man, a Muslim man, or any other person who I will call a settler citizen qualifies to be recruited into any of the security forces, because there's no discrimination in the enjoyment of the rights.
So in as much as you are very, 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 very like zonal and don't want to be actually continental, doesn't mean that what you think is actually factual. If you know what stands to be the rights of every citizen in a nation, then I don't actually think you have the guts to go about circulating certain videos about me and the tribe Fulani.
Once you are a Ghanaian, you are a full Ghanaian, entitled to all the rights that any other citizen of Ghana is entitled to. If we were born after 1948, you are a citizen of Ghana by descent. A birthplace is the specific geographical location where you were born, not necessarily where you come from. You could be born in your hometown, which can also qualify as your birthplace.
I don't blame you. You get it? I don't blame you. I wouldn't blame you because you think Ghana is for you, but you all know from the history that everybody came from elsewhere to be here.
If your father was also a citizen of the UK or in any of the colonies of Ghana, so the houses from Nigeria and part of Cameroon that migrated into Ghana, and some of whom, or majority of whom, were born in the Gold Coast before 1948 and after 1948, all these people became citizens of Ghana by the operation of this law.
And then the mentality of others against Fulanis is that Fulanis are so much of a bushy people, they are so much of indigenous, they are so much of nomads, and then we are nomad and we are not mad. We are nomads and we are not senseless. We are nomads and indigenous, and then we are not actually, as you guys think, we are criminals.
By the operation of this law, who became a Ghanaian? Every person born in Ghana, whether before independence or after Ghana's independence in 1957, became a citizen of Ghana if either of his parents or grandparents was also born in Ghana. It's period. You were a citizen of Ghana if either of your parents was born in Ghana or grandparents was born in Ghana.
Of course, we have bad parts of you have seen the media going about mentioning the name of Fulanis. Just recently, on social media, a policeman had to mention the tribe, 3 Fulanis and 3 Ghanaians. With all the senses, you should get to actually this level, come out and be interviewed, and you mention 3 Fulanis and then 2 Ghanaians. Many Fulanis are not Ghanaians in your perception as a whole police officer. So let's just stop educated illiteracy and then brighten up the corner where we are.
If you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favour and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Now, this is the penultimate number and it's number 2. At number 2, I present to you Kweku Afrique. Wow! This guy has a thunderous voice. Like when he speaks, you wanna listen. I've been able to watch a couple of his videos, and I sincerely will tell you that he makes great impression in whatever content he's going to present. Thank you so much, Mr. Kweku. Keep up the good work.
So one of the biggest topics of all time, which has become a topical issue in Ghana, has to do with citizenship and who becomes a citizen of Ghana. For some time in 2025, a number of Fulanis, houses, and some people who had migrated to Ghana were trying hard to be recognized as citizens of Ghana. And they are not the only people. There are some Ghanaians who are also born in the diaspora, Ghanaians living in America, living in Australia, living in Canada, who would also want to become citizens, but they try and it becomes a bit difficult. And so, for the Fulanis in Ghana, they are trying all means possible. And so, they held a program. Now, the program was titled Hausa Youth of Ghana. So they held a discussion on change and influence on Hausa youth in Ghana. And in this program, they invited a lot of astute Muslims and Hausa Fulani personalities to have a talk. Now, some of them invited were Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, Hajia Jamila to Ibrahim, Abdul Rahman Al-Hassan Gomda, and Sheikh Yahya Amin. Now, the special guest of honor for the program was Honorable Alhaji Ben Abdallah Banda. Now, Honorable Ben Abdallah Banda is not just a personality. In fact, he is an astute lawyer for over 2 decades. For more than 20 years, he's practicing in Ghana as a lawyer, and he's a former member for Ofinso South, former member for the Ghana Hajj Board, and coordinator. He was invited to speak on 3 thematic areas. So, number 1 was to speak about the ancestral histories of Fulanis and houses in Ghana. So, in short, how the Fulanis and Ghana connect to Ghana and how they can gain their citizenship in Ghana. Now, number 2 was how they can fortify themselves with the knowledge on laws of citizenship in Ghana, how they can use the laws, you see. And number 3 was to elaborate on the legal antecedents on the subject matter of pre-colonial independence. So elaborate and teach the Fulanis, the houses, of how their descendants, their great-grandfathers came to Ghana, fought for Ghana, how some of them were given citizenship or even got citizenship through the good deeds and the sacrifice they made for Ghana. And that was what the theme was about. So he went and he elaborated on the theme. Now I'm going to give my take, and he gave a very amazing presentation. Tracing who is a citizen, who can become a citizen, and that the Fulanis in Ghana, how they intend to become citizen. So putting together everything that he said, it was all about how the Fulanis who lived in Ghana, whose great-grandparents lived in Ghana, can benefit or can become citizens of Ghana or can just claim it. One of the most misunderstood things about Ghanaian citizenship is being born in Ghana. Now, a number of foreigners, being it, people, Africans in the diaspora, in America, or Fulanis, or Nigerians. Recently, I saw a video of a Nigerian claiming that he was born in Ghana, but he doesn't have a Ghanaian passport. He went for passport, they denied him. You see, being born in Ghana does not automatically guarantee you a Ghanaian citizenship in Ghana, just like it happens in America. No, Ghana is not like that. So it's not about where you were physically born, the hospital location, the city, or the town of delivery. None of them matters in becoming a citizen of Ghana. In fact, what matters is your ancestral origin. So where your parent or your grandparent originate from, your ethnic and your ancestral root, your recognized traditional affiliation. That is what actually makes you a Ghanaian. It's not about whether you were born in Ghana. So, for instance, if you are from Canada, if you are from America, and you come to Ghana and you are born in Ghana, you don't automatically become a Ghanaian, as happens in America. You need to track your ancestral root. Is your mother from Ghana? Is your father from Ghana? Is your great-grandfather, your whatever, are they from Ghana? Can you trace your ancestral root? If you can trace your ancestral root and you are from Canada, you were born in Ghana, you were born in Canada, America, and you can trace that ancestral root, you can be a Ghanaian by descent. And that is one of the ways. So in Ghana, ancestry matters more than geography. Geography doesn't really matter. in the Constitution. So Ghanaian citizenship did not start today. Actually, it started in the pre-independence era, the colonial legal definitions, and then the post-1957 constitutional framework. So citizenship in Ghana is largely based on descent, parentage, and recognized lineage.
If we were born in Ghana, you were Ghanaian. If we were born in Nigeria, you were Ghanaian. If we were born in the Gambia, you were Ghanaian. If you were born in Sierra Leone, you were Ghanaian. Everybody born in Ghana, which was then referred to as the Gold Coast, you were Ghanaian. And let's listen to this. Before you can determine that somebody is a Ghanaian, it's not about tribe. It's not about place of birth. It's not about your hometown. It's not about your race. There is absolutely nothing like first class Ghanaians, second class Ghanaians. No. Once you are a Ghanaian, you are a full Ghanaian, entitled to all the rights that any other citizen of Ghana is entitled to. If you were born after 1948, you are a citizen of Ghana by descent. If your father was also a citizen of the UK or in any of the colonies of Ghana. So the houses from Nigeria and part of Cameroon that migrated into Ghana, and some of whom, or majority of whom, were born in the Gold Coast before 1948 and after 1948, all these people became citizens of Ghana by the operation of this law. By the operation of this law, who became a Ghanaian? Every person born in Ghana, whether before independence or after Ghana's independence in 1957, became a citizen of Ghana if either of his parents or grandparents was also born in Ghana. It's period. You were a citizen of Ghana if either of your parents was born in Ghana or grandparents was also born in Ghana. You qualify to be a citizen of Ghana. Some people have the tendency of making mistakes. They ask where they are born. They say, oh, I was born in the north because I'm from Zongo, or I have a hometown in the north. When indeed and in fact, the person doesn't know anybody in the north, and the person was not even born in the north. I've said that citizenship is not determined by your hometown. It's not determined by your place of birth. It's not determined by your language, your ethnicity, or race. It is a matter of law. Who are you? Who are your parents? Who are your grandparents? Who are your great-grandparents?
Now, specifically on the Fulani. So, Fulani people are mainly transnational ethnic group. I mean, they're spread across many West African countries. There were a lot of them. You go to Cote d'Ivoire, they are there. Burkina Faso, they are there. Nigeria, they are there. The Nigerian ones are the ones causing trouble, but the Ghanaian ones, they're not causing troubles. But they are, most West African countries, the Fulanis are there. They migrated and they separated across those people. So legally, a Fulani man or woman born in Ghana before the 1992 Constitution is a Ghanaian if their parent or grandparent were Ghanaian citizens, or their family was legally absorbed into the Ghanaian nationality under earlier laws, or they were formally registered or naturalized. But a Fulani born in Ghana before 1992 Constitution is not automatically Ghanaian if their parents were foreign nationals whilst living in Ghana. Their family maintained nationality ties elsewhere. No citizenship process was completed. Birth year alone does not override ancestry or legal status. Let's take note. Now, this law is not anti-Fulani. This law is not selective. It applies to everyone, whether Nigerian, Burkinabe, Lebanese, Indian, European, American, who lived in Ghana that time and did not do any of this thing, does not qualify to be a Ghanaian. So guys, let's be very honest with ourselves that being born in Ghana before the 1992 does not automatically make anyone a Ghanaian citizen. Whether you are Fulani, you are Hausa, you are an American, you are an European, What matters is ancestry, legal recognition, or formal citizenship process. Citizenship is not emotional, it is legal. Now, what do you think? Do you think Ghana should clarify citizenship status for long-settled communities through policy or maintain straight ancestry-based citizenship, especially our Fulani brothers? Do you think Ghana should make amends and absorb them into the system as Ghanaians, or we should still maintain what we have? Leave your comment in the comment section. And if you are in Europe, in America, in the UK, how does the system work elsewhere you live? Leave your comment in the comment section. It's a wrap for today.